So we talked to this man, and he's going to tell us about a story about a rugby league win 99 years ago that the referees took too far. Take it away, Harold the H. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah, good morning, Danny. Look, another big shout-out, too, to another beautiful new listener. He's Frank out there at Yeronga. Now, Frank is a great rugby league fan, and so he's going to really love this story.
Oh, well, good on you, Frank, and I don't know if he's attractive. We don't talk like that here, but anyhow, go ahead.
Oh, look, he's a beautiful person, that put it that way. But it was Friday. Yeah, it was Friday the 21st of August, 1925, and the New South Wales Rugby League team received an official welcome at the Queensland Parliament House. Now, it was James Larkham who gave the official address. Larkham was a Member of Parliament, State Secretary for Railways, later the Queensland Treasurer and Attorney General, but most importantly of all, he was president of the Queensland Rugby League, because this was Queensland, it was important. And it was Ted Hooper who officially accepted the welcome. See, Hooper was travelling with the New South Wales team, and he was a life member of New South Wales Rugby League, founder of the New South Wales Rugby League Referees Association, and was famous as being the referee of the first ever rugby league game played in Australasia in 1907. So Hooper was a huge figure in the history of the game. He'd come to Queensland and he had no idea that he had only one day left to live. Now, this was a period of, this is a great time to be a rugby league supporter because it was a period of domination by Queensland in the interstate series. Earlier that year, New South Wales had finally won a match to snap a run of 8 consecutive wins by Queensland. Now, the Maroons we'd go on to win 13 of 16 matches in a run of supremacy not matched until recently in the State of Origin.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, it was on Saturday the 22nd of August, the day after Hooper had accepted the welcome, that Queensland and New South Wales clashed at the Brisbane Exhibition Ground. Now, Queensland won by 26 points to 8, but the real action was at half-time. You see, that's when Ted Hooper took the field to referee a match between teams representing Brisbane and Ipswich. Now, the two sides are actually made up of referees from Brisbane and Ipswich. They played really hard and ran Hooper ragged. And the spectators, they particularly liked seeing referees pummel each other, as you do. Now, after the game, the 27 referees returned to the dressing room to have a shower together. As Hooper stepped under the water, he collapsed to the floor. Now, this naturally aroused the attention of the other referees, who blew the whistles, and first aid was called. But it was too late. You see, Australia's first ever rugby league referee had dropped dead and would never blow the whistle again.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I know. And Hooper's body, it was returned to New South Wales and buried with great reverence at Waverley Cemetery in Sydney. But that's not the end of the story, Danny.
Really?
You see, 2 days later, on the 24th of August 1925, New South Wales had to play another game. This time, it was against Ipswich at the North Ipswich Reserve. And the Blues were out to avenge the death of their famous referee. Now, look, the game, it was one of the toughest exhibitions of rugby league football ever seen to this day. Stretchers and ambulance bearers were just going full on all day and actually carried off 2 New South Welshmen. One player that day that stood above all others, his name was Eric Frauenfelder from Ipswich. Now, Frauenfelder played with the Brothers Club here in Ipswich, and he represented Ipswich, Queensland and Australia in a stellar career. He was also a representative cricketer and a state lightweight boxing champion. Yeah, look, and Frauenfelder, he backed up from playing fullback for Queensland 2 days earlier, and in this match for Ipswich, at one stage he was seen to enter one of the rucks in which some scuffling was going on. When he emerged, 3 New South Wales players were unconscious on the ground.
So you know, Brothers won the premiership last weekend.
Oh, absolutely. This is so timely for it too. A great Brothers player. And in failing light, and Ipswich just 2 points ahead, New South Wales two New South Wales players were seen to single out the brothers player Frauenfelder and charge at him. And the referee then lost complete control of the game as it finished in a brawl.
Oh.
Now, New South Wales fullback Gordon Daisley and front rower forward Les Buller Hayes, they were both from the western suburbs club in Sydney, they were both carried off in stretchers. And Frauenfelder, he was ordered off the field. But Danny, the game was over. Ipswich won the match. Domination of New South Wales by Queensland teams was sustained. Frauenfelder continued his stellar career, and the death of Australia's first rugby league referee remained unavenged.
What a story of death and destruction on a rugby league field. And 99 years ago, the game was massive in this in the country towns around Queensland. And I was told in the 50s even, they used to get massive crowds down here at North Ipswich Reserve, and North Ipswich Reserve still exists to this day.
That's right. And Frauenfelder, the ghost of Frauenfelder there, wouldn't it be great to be in that day with the stretchers running on and off, carrying blue jerseys?
Well, that's how tough the game used to be. And as Tommy Rodonicus once said to me, they're all a bunch of pussycats today, Dan. Anyhow, we've got to clean the game up. That was Harold H. P. Cockadoodle-doo. Now tell us, how do we find out this stories and a heap of other local stories that you've broadcast on West Bremer Radio?
Yeah, look, you can go to all the socials, look at History Out There, or go online to historyouthere.com. And like you say, there's over 250 stories just out of Ipswich there, all for you to read it.
And, of course, Frank at Yeronga. Frank, thanks for tuning in. And Hannah Ockenden, who is tuning in as well. It's 8:19.